Hello, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. Um, I'm going to be doing a reading for the 1010 portal, and I realized that today is 1011. I had every intention of doing this yesterday, but I got deep into some research and then I had a class, so I had to put it off till today. And then for those of you who follow me daily, I had to go to with Michael for a medical appointment. I didn't actually really have to go with him. It was just he was meeting a doctor, and but he doesn't usually ask me if I want to go, so he asked me. So I felt that maybe he needed a little extra, a little extra. He's a guy. They get nervous when they have to go to the doctors, and he we have to be careful, right? We have to make sure that everything is okay. Um, because we're in intense times, right? And so if you're feeling things physically, it may be certainly worth your time to get it checked out. So we're practicing what we preach, I guess. All right, so I'm gonna go right into the video, to the little the chart for today. Now, pardon me for a moment here. I have to figure stuff out. So while I'm figuring this out, I want to welcome my new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. I do these portal readings every double-digit day. 112233, right? On or about. Usually, I've been pretty good lately doing it right on the day. But it's been kind of the energies of this time have felt so accelerated, and at the same time, like it's too far away. I was thinking today that I think it's like 28 days from or 25 days from the election, and it seems like, oh, it's here, but it seems like it's been going on forever, and we're like, I almost feel like those of us who sort of dabble in this realm already see the victory, that we see the other side of this, and it's just that everybody else sort of has to catch up with us. And um, so we're not going back. We're not going back. We're not looking back. We're in a new energy, and we need to ride this energy. And so we ride it, and the fear is that something terrible could go terribly wrong, and this other person is going to get in, and by hook or crook. And I think that they give him as much power as they give him, but I don't think he has that much power, quite honestly. I think that there's huge power coming from the other direction, and the other direction is a direction of love and unity and coming together. And we're tired of these senseless wars and watching people suffer for nothing, and over and over and over again. When are we going to learn these lessons, right? All right, so I still haven't gotten to do what I have to do, so oh my goodness, let me do that. I get off on a tangent and then I'm gone. All right, now I have to see which one of these is the one that I want. All right. Apologies for taking all of your time here. All right, let me just see here. Again, I apologize. Here we go, portal reading. All right. Here we go. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Someday this will be nice and smooth, but it looks like it ain't going to be today. All right, hold on a second. Slideshow. Come on, slideshow. Hello. My computer's a little slow today. Okay, let's do it from here. We have to go back one slide. All right, so we're looking at the 1010 portal numerologically. 1010 2024 is a 28-1 vibration. The 28-1 vibration, first of all, is a one, so it's about initiating something new. It is connected to the Two of Wands. Wands in the tarot are fire. And this is connected to the first decan of the cardinal signs. In this case, it would be the first decan of Aries, ruled by Aries. So a lot of Aries energy we'll look at to see where Aries is in the chart. The whole vibration sits in Hokmah, and Hokmah is associated with the planet Uranus. So we look to see, we have Uranus here, right? That's how we connect this. Uranus is in Taurus. Uranus has been in Taurus for a while, and it's been a very seismically active time on planet Earth since Uranus moved into Taurus. There's been many volcanoes that have gone off, and ones that tried and true, and perhaps I think there was one under the ocean, right? That was really powerful. So we look to see where this is in the chart, and it's at 27 degrees of Taurus. Now, we'll look at the Sabian symbol for that. I do want to point out that the vibration for this day, this portal day, is one located in the third eye and connected to Uranus. So information coming in psychically will come in flashes. They may not make sense initially, but the key is the repetition. So if you keep seeing something over and over again, you know that that's a true thing to see and to build upon, so to speak, because this is an opportunity for all of us. We open this door to the possibilities of a future, and we want to, in order to have that future, we need to focus on that future and sort of not look back and not go back to the past, right? Pluto is going to be moving out of Capricorn by Joe Biden's birthday and won't come back, not in our lifetime. And there's a traditional sort of wisdom from the experiences of Pluto through Capricorn. Now, the Sabian symbol for 27 degrees of Taurus, an old native woman selling her beads, the wisdom of an elder. As youth fades, we become less assertive of self and more willing to adapt to collective ways and needs. Calm wisdom that grows with age. So this is about maturity, right? All that experience of Pluto moving through Capricorn, knowledge from direct experience with the testing of the structures that we had put our faith in, collapsing. Not all structures have collapsed. Not all, only the stuff that we don't need anymore. The stuff that remains is the stuff we build upon, because we're going to need to build in order to create the Aquarian vision of the future, where we're in a balance with each other and we're in more of a balance with nature. And we stop fighting, because who are we fighting but ourselves? And if we allow ourselves to love ourselves, then what's to fight about? What's to fight about? It doesn't matter if anybody loves you, if you love yourself, because it's all there. But people can't help but love you when you love yourself, because love is the few things that you can give and get more from. Like, as you give love, it potentiates, it grows. It's like nature, it grows, it nurtures, it's nurtured, making connections. We're not all going to get along, and there are going to be some people who are better on the edges, of things, because that's their lesson. But the need to bring harm to the most innocent of us, um, through things like war and all the horrible things that we, look and see around us. Why are we doing that? Like, what's the point? Let's do something else. Let's do something else. Yeah, it's we're going to have to come to terms with what unites us, and I think that's going to uh I think if we're lucky, we will have the um imagination of John Lennon, right? No countries, nothing to kill or die for, living in peace. I mean, what a vision. What a vision. So perhaps we will call John Lennon the elder that we need to listen to today. So here's a chart. This is a Aries rising chart. I did it at 10:10 in the morning, 10:10, because I want to be like, I don't know, like that. We do have a yod to Venus here. Okay, so this is a message for us. Venus in Scorpio, Venus, the planet of love, in Scorpio, the sign of sharing, of pooling our resources together. And we have making a in conjunct from Chiron and Aries. This can be aggression, right? This can be war, increase in war, the wounds of war, the wounds around being yourself, right? If you're different than everybody else, if you have different feelings about things, to be allowed to have those feelings about things as long as you're not hurting anybody, right? If you want to dye your hair purple and walk around in a skirt, then, it's a, right? Um, I don't want to do that, but, and that's just a silly example. And then we have Jupiter in um, Gemini, which is retrograde on at this time, but just went retrograde the day before. So, and a lot of what we've been experiencing with these crazy ass storms, God help the folks in Florida. I feel for you guys. I mean, how scary. I've been in a couple of hurricanes, and and they weren't anywhere nearly as crazy as the ones that you have been through. And neither time was I close enough to the water to see like the ocean coming at you. It's just and then what happened in the Carolinas and Georgia and Tennessee and Virginia even. Um, that's Mother Nature. That's the power of Mother Nature. And that's part of this whole Uranus and Taurus energy, right? Now, we talked about the day, right? The day 10:10, Uranus and Taurus, here it is. It's trine Pluto. These two transpersonal planets trine each other. This is potentiating the energy of transformation. These two planets came together in the 60s, 65 and 66. It was a Pluto-Uranus conjunction in Virgo. Virgo, the sign of the servant, the helper, raising, the common man, raising the common man, raising the consciousness of the common man. And so we saw the women's movement at that time. We saw the ecology movement. We saw anti-war movement, the civil rights movement, right? The rights for people to say no to authority that doesn't have their interest at heart, right? So here we are again, these two planets working it out, working it out. And these two planets will be in this configuration for the next couple of years. So we have an opportunity to really change things, to really change things. At the same time, we have to take into consideration that these forces can be forces of nature. We also have Neptune making a sextile. I can't find my little cursor. I'm sorry, guys. I know some of you say, I can't see your cursor. Neither can I. And you can't make it bigger. I just don't know how to do it. I can't make a big thumb or anything like that. So apologies for not seeing the cursor. It's annoying for me too. Neptune here, right? Sextile. Sextile. This is like a little mini sort of grand trine, and anything that comes in its purview gets activated. And so anything that has been going through Virgo, which, everything went through Virgo last month, right? Is going to go through the sort of the gauntlet of this sort of triple threat of transformational energy. And it's about opening us up to new possibilities instead of all of this insane, like wanting to go back to the past. Like, why? Why? When women had no rights and only white men ruled, and like, I hate to tell the white guys that think this is a good idea, but they'll get there and it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. So there you go for that. Oh, dear me. I hope I don't get kicked off of YouTube for all this language. We also, okay, a couple of other things that I just want to point out that are about to happen is Venus opposing Uranus, right? Venus, of course, the planet up here in the 8th house. I've lost my cursor again. Oh my God, here we go. I think it disappears. 8th house here. I mean, 8th house. So it's an Aries rising chart. It's going to be the 8th house. Sorry about that. In Scorpio, Uranus opposite in Taurus. This is going to come make the opposition. Over here, we have Pluto and Mars. Right? Now, Venus and Mars are in a trine to each other. So they're digging each other. They're like, woo, we're flowing. In the meantime, Venus is being tag teamed by Chiron and Jupiter, right? And Mars is being opposed by Pluto and Venus being opposed by Uranus. So this is quite the configuration. Everything is pointed, at least in this chart, to this Venus in Scorpio. This is Kamala Harris's Mercury. She has her Mercury. Is it Mercury? No, she has Mercury at 1. No, what does she have? She has something at 21. She has her Mars at 21 degrees of Leo. So this is square Kamala's Mars. Now that makes her work harder to get something done. This, the squares create crisis. This chart is all over Kamala's chart and putting all kinds of pressure and all kinds of stress, right? But I think she'll be okay because it's gonna be, she's gonna get there, she's gonna win it, and she's gonna need she's gonna need a vacation. We're gonna need a vacation. We're all gonna need to dance with the coconuts after this election. So hopefully we can get at least a month or so of let's just like have a spa day or something. All right. What else do I want to say about this chart? There was a couple of other things. We do have a trine here between it's widening, but we still have a trine between Mars and Saturn. This can be water. Mars and Saturn are not considered the nicest. They're called malefics. Now, I don't really think anything is evil, but it can bring out the more evil nature in people. You know what I'm saying? These planets don't do it to you. You do it to yourself. But, if you have the vibration of being a jerk, and there's an aspect that makes being a jerk easier, you're going to be a jerk. That's why, That's why it all starts inside of you, because if you can, untrigger yourself, then you're cool, right? And then you don't have to learn that. And we have to like learn how to stop reacting the way we do and just respond, step back, think about it, feel it. Um, we're creating this through the things we focus on, right? So let's recreate something different. All right. Now, I think I'm going to stop on this because I do want to do a card reading and I don't want to keep you too long. All right. Let's see. What cards do I want to use? I used that deck the other day. I keep getting drawn to this deck. Guardian of the Night Tarot. Really great deck. Beautiful. Beautiful pictures. Okay. But I do need to shuffle it. So let me just give me a moment here. Oh, and did I talk about the mass coronal ejection that happened on the 3rd of October? The largest one of this solar cycle. There's actually, you can go online and you can see it. It's like God's taking a picture of it. It's like a flashbulb, right? Like, ooh. As I understand it, my teacher, who happens to be the teacher who taught me this, I say this often, and then I say maybe I should name the teacher so you can learn from him too. Is John D. Martini? Some of you may know him. Amazing, amazing, amazing visionary. He told me stuff I didn't want to hear. It's like there's no way. There's no way. I can't accept that at all. And then you see it happening and you see the pattern and you're like, oh damn, he was right about that. Anyway, John D. Martini, great teacher. He also spoke of the weather being a reflection of our emotions. So when we start feeling less crisis, like we're always in crisis, the weather will probably come down as well. Now, I can't prove that. And I don't want you thinking I'm like any kind of MTG lady, but uh, we're all connected. It's all energy. It's all energy. All right. We start with the 9, the Hermit. The Hermit is an energy of introspection, going within. It's about healing. It's a Virgo energy. This is a Virgo card. It's about humanitarianism. This is a card of humanitarianism. They have the spider who creates its own environment, right? Maybe paying attention to what's on your web, what's pulling on the web. Challenge is balance, the challenge of balance, justice, justice. You can't hide from justice. Underneath it, ooh, the Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, a lovely card. The cow, the Queen of Pentacles. So gentle, so nurturing. When I was in Ireland, I'm, I'm, I wouldn't be surprised if there are as many people in Ireland as there are cows. There are a lot of cows in the countryside anyway, and they're all happy. They're all in these green grassy, hanging out, laying around, eating, munching, hanging out with the girls. It's like great. So beautiful. It's just such a heart place. Such a heart place. And the Queen of Pentacles is like that. She's the goddess herself. She's the abundant queen who knows the value of things, who appreciates. She's fertile. We have the little bunny here. Bunnies are known to be fertile. But I believe bunnies have a bipartite uterus, and they can like get pregnant, have babies, and get pregnant like almost immediately after, but on the other side. So they can have multiple litters. Helps when you're a prey species. But this is really about, this is saying to me that Mother Nature is saying, you can't hide from me. The balance will be sought. The balance will happen. Justice will prevail. Justice will prevail. In the past, we have the Ace of Wands. The sort of first thought. What do you want to create? We have some lightning bugs here. And I think this is a golden orb web weaver. I think that might be that spider. I could be wrong. But this is about creativity, new beginning. Something in the past created a new beginning, a new sense of something. Actually, that's Kamala Harris's card. Her soul vibration card is the Ace of Wands, as is Barack Obama. They both have a 27-9 soul vibration. And if you have that as a soul vibration or a major vibration in your life, the Ace of Wands is an important card for you. It's actually my path of life card and my husband's soul. And my husband is an artist. So, yeah. In the sky, the King of Wands. This is the King of Wands is in charge of their domain. They're in charge. Being in charge of yourself, of your creative spark, of your vision, being in charge of the vision you have for the future. Ah, the Six of Wands, the leaping lemur, victory. Look at all the little lemurs, aren't they cute? And that's the leader, lemur, hopping along. This is the vibration of the United States. This is the United States path of life card, the Six of Wands. It's a 32-5. It's 5 is freedom, but it's also the shadow of the U.S. So it deals with, the question of who is really free. What does freedom mean? It's not simply freedom from responsibility. Real true freedom is based on responsible action. So it's the shadow of the U.S. And it's also Kamala Harris's shadow in her chart. This is located in the heart. 6 is about balance and fairness and community and coming together and creating a environment through community service, really. 6 of Wands. How it's seen from outside of us, I guess this would be how the aliens are seeing us. They're seeing, we're getting it. We're getting it. We're getting the idea of the sacred marriage, of the balance of the masculine and the feminine, the energy of love. Look, is this card fantastic or what? I love this card. Absolutely beautiful. What a talented artist she is. Domestically, 6 of Swords, moving out of troubled waters. moving across the water. Of course, a lot of things are floating around right now, right? So again, a lot of water here still, but things will be getting better. Things are going to start to move in a better direction. Hopes and fears, the lovers. This could be fearing Trump, actually, but I don't really think that's what it is. It's the choice. It's the choice. Fearing the choice. Do I let go of what I know doesn't work and take the chance to do something that's still not going to work, going to make things worse? That's not going to happen. No, no choice. Outcome is the Three of Swords, heartbreak, and freedom. Heartbreak and freedom. I want to keep picking. The moon. Let's see what's underneath it. The King of Cups. The Five of Wands. See the waves? See the waves? And the Knight of Pentacles. Donkey. Hey, donkey. This is underneath it. Resilience, stubbornness, building, despite. That's a beaver there, guys. Building things to um, stop the onrush of feelings, right? Dam it up a little bit. And then it started with this card, which is about sort of swimming in the water, being part of the water, swimming, being graceful in your feelings and emotions. It's interesting. It looks like there's a eclipse going on in that card. Nighttime. So there's Three of Swords as an outcome. I want to pick a few more cards on that. What does the Three of Swords represent? Guess I'll use these just to see what the Three of Swords represents here. Oops. Message for October for the 1010 portal. Okay. Just some elucidation on the outcome of the Three of Swords and the moon. Include the moon there. Three of Swords and the moon. It's very possible that somebody can get their heart broken and create havoc because of it. Now, that's not likely to be the left. Excuse me. Come on in, Charlie. Come on. Come on, close the door. Okay. Don't bang on that door. He's probably going to come up soon. All right, let's see. Three of Swords again. Queen of Wands. I know. The Knight of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. Oh, I'm going to keep pulling. The King of Wands. and the Magician. Oh. I want to say that whatever heartbreak comes up, um, it's really about taking hold of your power and moving forward anyway. Like it's real important. Like it's almost like whatever the heartbreak may be is a little bit, it almost feels like it's the cost, it's the cost of playing this particular game, right? This particular lesson. There was a cost at the end, and it is a broken heart. Now, that being said, a broken heart can only hold more love. As somebody who's had their heart broken many times, um, it is it's not a, it's a terrible thing, but in a way it's a rite of passage, right? And then you pick yourself up and you create a different life, because for the most part the thing that the things that uh disappoint us is what we thought it could be instead of what it was. And so um there's a lot of people that are having their heart broken this month, and I feel it has to do with the weather and all that stuff. But there is a better future ahead, and the last card to come up was the Magician, and it speaks to us of using our concentration, the power of the mind, followed by a utilization of all the elements, our creativity, fire, our practicality, earth, our sensitivity, um, water, and and then our feelings, right? All of those in concert, not becoming overly angry or overly sensitive, or it's about walking the straight and narrow with your mind, really, and focusing that forward. And I think that um, and speak to people who have been there. Speak to, you don't know everything. There's always somebody who knows more than you do. And so don't be afraid to ask, what do you think about this? Talk to people. Don't assume. There's so much good information out there. I mean, just if you're watching YouTube, you know what I'm talking about, right? All right, guys, that's what I see. Hopefully that's helpful for you. Have yourself a great 10-10 portal, even though it's 10-11. Next time you see me for a portal reading, it'll be the 11-11 portal. And that'll be after the election. So we'll know the next time you see me doing this, you will know who won. But I can tell you right now, it's Kamala. So just know. There was one other thing. Oh, Mystic Sisters, Saturday night. Let's see, what's today? Today is the 11th, the 12th. So 10-12, 7 p.m. my channel, 6 Central, 7 Eastern, 6 Central. Oner and I, Mystic Sisters, we're going to talk about the weather. We're going to talk about the astrological weather. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. And you can join us. You can ask questions if you have questions. We love to chat. We love to chat. Some interesting stuff happening, and many minds make for a much better perspective. Take care, everyone. Namaste. See you on Saturday.